Good morning everyone. My name is Arush Jaiswal and we are from LT2. Today our group is going to present on supply chain management with a focus on Maruti Suzuki India, largest automobile company. Maruti is not only a market leader in India but it also has one of the most efficient and complex supply chain which make it perfect case to understand how supply chain management works in real world. So, talking about the executive summary, Maruti Suzuki, India's top automotive company with a 42% market share and revenue of around rupees 98,273 crores in the financial year 2023. The reason for its success is a highly efficient and integrated supply chain. This means that Maruti has a strong network that connects supplier, factories, warehouses and dealer in a smooth flow. The shift from pure efficiency to resilience, the plus sustainability is the top priority of Maruti Suzuki India Limited. So, talking about the company overview, Maruti Suzuki was established in 1981 as a joint venture with Suzuki Japan. It's a market leader in a passenger vehicle with the popular models like Swift, Baleno, Brezza and Artiga. Artiga is most of the selling car that are in taxis as well as the fleet management. The company has a manufacturing hubs in Gurgaon, Manesar and Gujarat which help in producing vehicles at a larger scale. On the sales side, the 4,000 plus sales outlet across 2,000 plus India cities like export 200 plus countries and also worldwide.
So I'll be explaining about the 6 supply chain drivers that sir has told us in the class. So this is basically the framework that supply chain actually performs in the Maruti Suzuki Limited. So very first thing is the facilities and the plants networks. So in the facilities part, we often see that the Maruti Suzuki has a different plants in Manesar, Gujarat and etc. So the plant network and capacity utilization. So what we do in the capacity utilization is something that if you talk about the Maruti competitors, for example like Hyundai, so Maruti capacity utilization is much more, approximately 40 to 50% than its competitors. So second one is inventory. So lean versus resilience buffer. So Maruti actually has a resilience buffer stocks in their own inventory stocks in the factories. Talking about the transportation, Maruti Suzuki offers a limited varieties of transportation across the road, rail, sea and mix. Typically has a problem in the sea pathways, but still Maruti from the sourcing point of view, Maruti still manages to have so many couple of things that actually has if you talk about the information part, ERP, real-time data and demand forecasting. So we have different softwares for information. For that we have ERP solutions, we have SAP solutions for forecasting. So if you talk about the sourcing, so now the local clusters and dual sourcing. So what we talk about in the dual sourcing is something like you can say that Maruti has a special chip engine inside installed. So if you just directly connect into the different models, for example EV model, so dual sourcing just connects it into the different level. So the facilities and production hubs in Maruti Suzuki. So we have seen that the Maruti Suzuki actually has a production units in the Gurugram, Manesar and Gujarat, which has an annual capacity of over 2.35 million vehicles, which is like 3.5x multiplied by more than the competitors. If we talk about Hyundai, Toyota, Maruti Suzuki has a 3x more capacity utilization from all those competitors. So the Gurugram plant has 7 lakh units and the Manesar plant has 8 lakh units, and the Suzuki Motors plant in Gujarat which has a 7.5 lakhs units. So basically what it does is operates on a 90% of this utilization, and they use a flexible model which just ensures that it has a cost efficiency, and cost efficiency utilization must be there in the company and responsiveness to the shifting market demands. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Rishabh Pandey and today I am going to present core operation, inventory, transportation and information. Talking about inventory, before COVID, Maruti Suzuki tries to use the just-in-time process so that they can supply to their customers as soon as possible. But after COVID, they realizes that to keep the stock is more beneficial for them, or such a condition can be occurred in future. So they keep stock variance, like they have 3,000 to 6,900 crore in stock from last few years, and after that they have increased their stocks after COVID. And talking about the transportation part, when they mostly transport inside the country via road and trucks, and when the cars and goes out, they use ships and other transportation, and they currently they are moving into transportation via trains, that they increase their transportation via trains. And talking about the information part, they connect their computer system with the suppliers. Dealers update their sales real time. They use smart tools like IoT, Internet on Things, and data analysis plan for production and smart equipment. And then talking about core operation, sourcing, pricing, and inventory trend. Firstly, I am going to talk about the sourcing part. They use localized sourcing. 80% of their product are localized sourced, and that is why their strength is cost efficiency and speed. And the weaknesses are cluster concentration risk, like Haryana floods and the other cluster concentration that can occur. And they also use the dual sourcing process. And talking about the pricing part, they sell car at smart prices, and where the small cars are comparatively lower prices as compared to their rivals, and the big cars like SUVs, they almost pricing the same. And talking about inventory, as we have just discussed, after COVID they are for giving the just-in-time process, and they try to keep their inventory more as compared to the earlier. And before COVID, they are using the just-in-time process. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Sanikor Pandey. I am here to present the slide Domestic Sales Forecast. In this slide, I will telling about looking at the sales forecast. In 2020, the sales were 13.8 lakh units. By 2024, the growth of sales is 18.5 lakhs, and the 2026, the growth is 21.2 lakh rupees. In this shows strong 53% growth between 2020 and 2026, with an annual growth rate is 7.5%. The growth is mainly supported a new capacity Kharkhoda plants that driven by increasing demands and EV and SUVs. By 2026, we will cross the million stores and of 2 million annual units. The slide 2, strategy recommendations. In this slide 2, where supply chain strongly focus on 3 key actions: new plants in South Indian Asia, and have the will spent on productions and reduce risk from depending on only one region to make supply chains faster and more reliable. Digital control tower, there is AI and lots of technology we will use to monitor operations in real time, predict problems before they happen, and manage distribution productivity. The green logistic corridor is by using EVs and CNG trucks, electricity railways, and we can reduce carbon emissions, cut cost, improve sustainability. Along with this, building strong EVs and ecosystem, local strongs, and sourcing between batteries and components supplier. By 2026, we will cross the million stones, 2 millions, and the green logistic corridor. In the last, I am giving summary of our supply chain strategy, decentralized capacity going digital, and adopting green logistics with direct support to the growing demand forecast. Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the conclusion. So MSIL's supply chain is efficient, scalable, and cost leading. The challenges from COVID and the EV shift from driving a focus on resilience and sustainability. Key strategic imperatives include decentralization, digitization, green logistics, and EV-ready sourcing. These initiatives ensure a future-ready supply chain capable of sustaining market leadership. Thank you.